Hi class, how are you today? That's good to hear. The learning target for today is to understand transformation vocabulary. So we've gone through about how to do different transformations. Now we're going to try to understand the different words that come to them. You should know most of these words by now, but I'm actually going to write them all out. Alright, first is transformation. Transformation is the change in size or position of a figure. So that's what this whole lesson was on, this whole chapter. It was just doing different transformations to different shapes. We didn't talk about any that change size, but that is a way to do a transformation. Next is isometry. This is a transformation that does not change size. So that's all the transformations we've been doing, whether it be translation, reflection, or rotation. None of them actually change the size of the shape, just the position and orientation. So isometry is any of those. Translation, a transformation that only changes the position of a figure. So this is where we just take a figure and physically move it somewhere else, but we don't change the orientation at all. Next, reflection, a transformation that mirrors a figure across a given line. So we take any shape and then we reflect it, mirror it across the line so that each point after the reflection is the same distance away from the line as the original shape was. Next, rotation, a transformation that spins a figure around a point. So usually we've been doing a rotation about the origin, and then we say how many degrees we want to rotate it. Usually we've been doing 90, 180, 270, and then we rotate it. We spin it around it. Preimage is the original figure before a transformation. So the shape that you start with, that's the preimage. The image is the figure after the transformation. So you start with the preimage, then you do a transformation, and that figure is the image. A translation vector is the ray that shows the magnitude and direction of a translation. So it shows what direction that the translation is going to go in and how far it goes, the length of the translation. The line of reflection is the line that a figure is reflected across. So you start with a figure and then you need to reflect it over the line of reflection. The center of rotation is the point a figure is rotated around. We've been using the origin as our center of rotation in most of our problems. And finally, congruent. We've definitely dealt with this word many times before, but it's very important in this lesson because all of our transformations have dealt with congruent shapes, because a congruent shape is having the same size and shape of another figure. So all of our figures, all we've been changing is the position or the orientation. We have not been changing the size or shape of it. Therefore, all of our shapes have been congruent to each other, even after the transformations have been done to them. Alright, so that's it for my lesson today. I hope you really enjoyed the really short video. Won't happen a lot, trust me. Please make sure you take notes on all of these, and I will see you next class. Have a good night.